Would you rather have a goose honk directly in your ear every time you yawn, or every time you laugh, a squirrel throws something at you? Welcome to Second Saturday, the podcast where every Sunday feels like a Saturday.
This is episode 74, and I'm Ainsley.
And this is Jan.
And I mean, she's doing her happy dance, but today we're talking about just how rude Mother Nature has been to us in the last week to 2 weeks. Because it's outrageous.
It's really just been absurd. And we have had probably our most extreme weather. And I think you have had your
Yes,
most extreme weather too.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna discuss that, man, because she's got some issues. We're gonna discuss that. We got some other couple little updates on some things to talk about. And then we're gonna talk about I think some fun facts today. I'm not sure what they are, but I'm really
Yeah,
excited about it.
they're fun.
All right.
They're
So I'm
fun
gonna
and
start.
on theme.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Okay. I can't wait to check that out. But first, let's talk about our weather. This is the main thing we have to discuss because I'm going first. So I think if anybody's watched the blog, the vlog, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago or maybe last week, I was talking about how in the past 2 weeks we've gone from plus degree weather, we had some rain, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I literally was housebound for days because at the height of our cold snap, which we could still hardly get vehicles to start, it was, I think, minus 42, feels like minus 49.
That is insane. That's just that it's one thing to be cold and it's one thing when it's minus 20 something feels like minus 30, but to already be in the minus 40s before your feels like is just like it's not fun because you
Oh,
really
shoot
can't
me.
do anything. You can't.
Nothing. You are so housebound, and we had such a hard time. Vehicles didn't want to start. We've actually bought a couple new things. We've got, obviously, we have block heaters in all of our vehicles. But I think my husband has also gone out and bought battery blankets, which is
Yeah,
you attach it around your bed. Well, it's not like a blanket, but it's
it's
something
like an
that you
insulator though, right?
insulate around your battery. And
Yeah.
he has one of them on one of the vehicles, and it made a huge difference. The rest of them, hard no. And listen, I haven't even started my own vehicle in probably close to 2 weeks. And it hasn't been plugged in. So I imagine even when the weather warms up, it's just
Yeah.
not even a turnover. There'll be nothing. There'll be not even a click, not a nothing. So anyways, we literally were housebound because it was so flipping cold. It was just too cold to go outside. We had to we put blankets down over our main doors, just along the bottom ledge of it to try and prevent any extra cool
Draft
air.
of any
We
sort.
had all of our blinds and curtains closed for even most of the day because it was just you're trying everything that you can to keep that cold air out. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was definitely this past week. I know for most of North America, to be honest, or at least most of the west side, no, east side, sorry, of North America has kind of gone through it. And I feel like you had the cold, the extreme cold, and then the farther east you got, the little bit warmer, but snow came because I know quite a few places down in the States also got hit heavy with ice storms, snowstorms. So if anyone experienced one of those, tell us in the comments
Yeah.
where you are and just how bad and wild it was because it was just so out of the ordinary for everyone. We had a polar vortex, which I say lightly because this is probably the second year now that they've talked about a polar vortex of reaching these crazy negative 50 temperatures. No. The coldest we got over this past week was minus 20, feels like minus 30, which for the Toronto area is quite cold. That's not a common occurrence throughout winter to reach negative 20, let alone feels like negative 30. But by no means was it as cold as you had it, and you weren't in a state of polar vortex. But I know a couple weeks ago I talked about how we had this like massive snowstorm hit us where we had like well over a foot, probably a foot and a half of snow that just came down within a day, just boom, and just like shut everything down. Well, we had that exact same thing happen again this past week, and it was just like it was craziness. Like it's so much snow has come down in such a short period of time. Like every school, like elementary, middle, high school, and colleges were all closed on Monday, I think it was. Like everything was shut down. I still had to go to work, and that was treacherous. But like it was just the amount of snow that we got was like insane. Like the snowbanks are so high right now that when you go to like go around a corner like on the roads, like you have to creep around the corner because you can't see anything coming anywhere.
That's insane.
It is
I
just
think right now that you have more snow than we do. Your dad and
oh,
I were just
100%.
talking your dad and I were just talking about it today, and we were looking at the snowbanks that we have like accumulated from like pushing all the snow
Yeah.
to the far end of our property. They're not even half the height of what they were last year at this time of year. Like we're in trouble. Like
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't a good thing. We're in big trouble when
Well,
it comes to next year and forest fires.
we have if you guys want to like picture what she's talking about, we have a post on YouTube, like just a community post from last year when you took a picture against the snowbank, and it was
I
like
think I was
well double the height
yeah.
of you. Yeah.
But I think even we were looking out, like we have a little fire pit area with a pergola over top of it. Last year, and so there's also planter boxes that come up over each four posts. They come up within those posts, maybe about I want to see 3 feet at the most.
Hmm.
And they're still half showing. Last year, you couldn't even differentiate where those planter boxes
No.
were from the rest of the snow. We
Well,
had so
last year
much.
she sent me a few photos and videos, and she had shoveled to the fire pit, and it was like you're walking down like a tunnel almost. Like the snow was so tall that you could like just barely see over into the rest of the yard on your way just to the fire pit. Like it is crazy how much snow you had last year to this year. And like last year for us, we had I think it was in February last year we got like a massive dumping, but it was just the one and done type situation. Like this is now two that have been a foot or more of snow within 2 weeks of each other. And it's just like people don't know what to do. Like obviously when it is that cold, like you have, it's not fun because you can break things. But I've said
It's
this before in a
dangerous.
vlog. I think we had a snowstorm like before Christmas, I think it was. And I'd rather it be cold and I break my car in my driveway than go on the road when it's like just snowy and wet and risk sliding into a ditch or into someone else or someone else sliding into me. Like, I'd
Yeah.
much rather deal with whatever unfortunate thing that breaks in my car in my driveway rather than like risk my life out on the road. Cause that is like the worst part of it is that the roads here, like when it snows like that, get so like that wet, slushy snow because cars are still constantly driving on them that you just skid everywhere. Like our back lane here gets really full of snow and it is hard for my car to get through, but once it's packed down a bit, it's just packed snow, so it's not that bad. But as soon as you get onto the main roads, it's almost worse even though there's less snow because it's just wet, slushy snow. And like you take turns and you slip and slide. Like I was pulling into the mall parking lot on that Monday morning and like I just crept my way to work because every corner I made, like I had to make a couple left hand turns and it was like it was very risky because I just you just lose it and you just slide and just hope like I just prayed that I didn't actually go into the snowbank.
That's nuts. Like, and that's really dangerous, just as dangerous for you guys in the
Oh
city. I
yeah.
heard that it like was record setting the amount of snow you had just the
Oh
other day.
yeah, like I know a couple places in the area got well over like 40 centimeters of snow. Well over, which isn't like
Yeah.
if you guys got 40 centimeters of snow,
Oh,
anyone who gets that much snow in one dumping, it's unfortunate. But at least for you, like you have places to put it. There's
we can
nowhere to
deal with
put
it.
the snow here. Like that's the problem right now is that people are shoveling their driveways and even us, like we have like a little sliver of grass between our driveway and the neighbors. And it's like that snow pile now is so big that when you come down the lane, you can't actually see if my car is parked in the driveway is
That's nuts,
crazy. And
Ainsley.
so there's snowbanks everywhere, like the sidewalks are piled up, like there's just nowhere to put it, and that's the really tough part because then it just creates even more of a mess. So it's just God, it's been crazy weather. like crazy
That's
weather.
insane. I was trying to think back because of feels like minus 49. I mean, once we get into like even like the base temperature, like the actual temperature of minus 35 is just, it's so hard to
Oh
deal
yeah.
with, like let alone minus 42. The feels like minus 49. I can only really think of one other time, maybe about like 7 years ago, I want to say, that we had a feels like minus 50, and I can't
Yeah.
remember previous to that since I've lived here.
Yeah, cuz I think we had, but like when that happened, it was like a week or more period of -50. Like I remember it being in January, February where like we had a good, like it was more than like just a 2 day like of really cold, like it was
Yeah,
multiple
it's nuts. It's
days.
just, it was too much for us.
Listen,
Like,
Mother Nature is having the time of its life over here
oh,
because apparently I didn't wake up, but allegedly, don't know, I haven't found the facts, but everyone's been telling me that there was an earthquake just like a couple hours away from here last night. Like
well, we
in
gotta
like
figure this out.
Aurora area, I think. Everyone's been talking about today, and I was like,
Um,
what? Like Mother Nature is having a hissy fit of a lifetime right now.
get on that and Google it. She is one hot mess. Like, it's just, I don't even know what to do with this weather. Like, I don't know how we go from, like, now that I say it, probably a 14-day span of
Oh,
like plus
Aurelia.
4 to minus 49. That's just absolutely inconceivable. It's the craziest thing
Yeah.
ever we've experienced here in Manitoba for sure.
Oh
And we
yeah.
are built to deal with the cold. Like, that's, listen, we make the choice. So you live in northern Manitoba, you make that choice, but and
Yeah.
you have to deal with that. But this was just so and windy, like, and
Yeah.
just the extreme was ridiculous. It was nuts. Like, your dad canceled work because, I mean, someone is just going to hurt themselves. First of all, metal doesn't fare well in
No.
anything colder than like minus 45. If you're running a chainsaw or if you're driving a
Mhm.
vehicle, the metal on whatever, just, it doesn't have any give to it, and it's probably going to
I
break,
will
like it's going to
say
damage something.
I kind of had like just like because I've been working in retail now for about 3 months, and I've had like with these storms, I've had a real eye opener to just like how much only the business matters to them. Because on that Monday morning, I was at work at 7 a.m. and we have our morning meeting, and they were talking about how like yeah, like we've canceled a few people's shifts today because of the weather because like Monday was the day after the storm.
Oh,
And I was like,
okay.
"Oh yeah," but they canceled the shifts because the day before sales were low. So they didn't cancel the shifts out of the like safety
Yeah.
of the employees. It was because they didn't have high sales the day before, so they assumed they wouldn't. I was like, "Oh my goodness." Anyways, it was we had a overnight we had a magnitude 3.7 quake near Aurelia.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. I woke up this morning, everyone in my house is like, "Did you feel the earthquake?" I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" But I thought that was crazy. I've never actually been
That's
that
crazy.
close to like an earthquake. Not that it was devastating, nothing happened, but
No, but we've had a very parallel situations. Listen, we used to live in Flin Flon. Well, you were just a baby, but we used to live
mhm.
in Flin Flon, Manitoba, and there's a major mine there. And they do underground mining. And the mine was mostly underneath the entire city itself. And so twice a day they blasted, and it was at 7 something. Like, it wasn't just seven
Yeah.
o'clock, it was just a few minutes after 7. And so, like clockwork, it would, your whole house would rumble. And
Well, I've
I've
been
seen photos fall off of the
oh
walls
yeah.
before. And I remember the first time that I experienced that. So we just rented this house, we just moved to northern Manitoba. I was in the basement and I'm doing laundry, and all of a sudden, all this rumbling, I thought I was about to die. I had no idea what it
Oh
was. I
yeah.
didn't realize
Fair
this.
enough.
So we kind of have experienced it because it actually does, would make your house shake.
Well,
It would
that
make things come
is
off of a shelf.
yeah. Now that you say, like I've been at grandma and grandpa's house
Yeah.
before in Flin
Yeah.
Flon, even like when I was a teenager, because they kept like before the mine closed down, they were still
Yeah.
blasting, and you're exactly around that like 7 o'clock time. Like it wasn't as bad then. Like I think they were kind of working their way away from the town in their little
Yeah.
tunnels. Like that's what like a 15-year difference there, but you can
Yeah.
still feel like the just a little bit of the rumble. You're like, oh, they just blasted. So
Yeah. But it
it's
actually
just
would,
let me
I
tell
would
you.
remember being at a friend's house, and like we're watching the hockey game or whatever, and it rumbled, like they set off the charges and it made the house shake. And I remember a picture falling right off the wall. Like it came
Yeah,
off the wall. It was nuts.
it's
So I
crazy.
mean,
Listen.
I can imagine, and it's
Yeah.
scary. Like that, I imagine that was scary as heck. That's
Oh, I
crazy.
bet.
Mother
But
Nature
yeah,
is just
so
out of control.
yeah, that's the gist of it. It's just it's
Oh,
having you know what, it's going through something. It's having an emotional time. And we just gotta
rightfully
ride that wave.
so. I want to get off this wave. Like the wave's going to turn into a tsunami.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just it's been nuts. So
It
I
has
mean,
been.
it has to be your main topic because it's been such a big deal
Oh yeah.
for everybody everywhere. It's absolutely asinine. I'm done with it. Move me to Mexico right now.
Yeah.
I'm done. I can't even. The only thing that's actually keeping me sane nowadays is that every day it gets a few minutes lighter in the mornings and
Yes.
we're up well before sunrise. So I actually am noticing a difference in it getting a little bit lighter.
Hmm.
Like, in the morning. So that's the only thing that's like keeping me going because that just means that my big daylight hours, of like whatever it is, like 21 hours of daylight, she coming.
It's
Long ways
almost
away yet,
back.
but she coming.
She
She
coming.
coming.
She
Okay.
coming.
Um, yeah, that's crazy. And then if anybody else felt that little earthquake, throw it in the comments and let us
Yeah.
know. Like, where were you located
Or
and what did
or
you
if you
think?
experienced any of this wild snow
Yeah,
related craze, because I know like Texas got like 3 inches of ice. Like it was just hit like
insane.
everywhere.
The
So
apocalypse is coming, people. I'm
I'm
ready for the
telling you.
zombie apocalypse. I'm not ready for the weather
Ready for the winter?
apocalypse. Oh, now I gotta get another apocalypse emergency plan put together. Like it's just a
Yeah.
lot of work, but
You
you
best get
know,
prepared.
I best get prepared. I best do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe you will see on the vlog, or you would have saw on the vlog that I got my leggings in. So just a shout out to Brienne. I'm actually wearing them right now, right this very
Yeah.
moment. And I do really like the leggings. They are close enough that I would
Ooh,
definitely
those.
purchase them. So if you haven't had a chance, go back and watch Friday's vlog because I
Yes.
actually like put them on. Listen, I'm not looking all that pretty in it, but who cares? It's a product comparison.
Listen,
Um,
people want to know. People want to know the
mhm.
happenings.
Oh, it's just and it's so it gave me a big laugh that she actually just stopped
Yeah.
mid mid podcast to message me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm converted. I don't mind these
She's
one
converted.
bit. Yeah, I will
That's
I will
good.
definitely go with the cheaper price point because I'm cheap.
Oh yeah.
So that's
She
fine.
cheap. She
I'm
cheap.
cheap. Okay.
She cheap.
So I recently changed the screensaver on my phone because I've had the same screensaver for like 2 or 3 years now.
Well,
And it
you
was a
have
picture of
a she has a rotating screensaver. So when she
not
turns her phone
anymore. I used to,
oh,
but I don't now.
never
So
mind.
I just had it on my son with this like
Big
ginormous
fish.
lake trout, and I've had it for several years. And I thought, she's time to update it. So I'm just going to show you right here. I don't know if you can actually see it.
Yep.
This is Ainsley. Every time I open this, I literally burst out laughing. And it's kind of embarrassing when I'm in a situation where
Yeah.
I shouldn't be doing that. And I'm going to share because I can't even. Like, I can't even. It is
I
so
for
bloody funny.
if you don't know what's happening in the photo, I like whenever I have my travel like neck pillow out, I like to put it like on the top of my head and wear it almost like my headphones are right now, like just
Right?
and I just walk around like that. We were actually driving back to Winnipeg after Christmas when they were going to drop me off, and I was in the back seat and I put it on my head and I took a selfie and sent it to her in the front seat.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. Okay, so I'm going to share my entire screen here because this is so worth it. So you could see that there is Ainsley with her stupid travel pillow on top of her head. And the moment she sent this to me, it just took me right back to Star Wars. And this is like, I want to say early 2000s. And I can't remember which
Yeah.
I think this was episode uh one out of the one to
Yeah.
six. Like, and this was Queen Amidala. just I just can't. I just can't. It's just too over the top. And anyways, it reminds me of Queen
Oh,
Amidala.
it was
So
episode 1.
episode one.
Nine,
It's
1999.
99. There you go. Holy, that's going back a few years, more than two. Um, anyways,
Yeah.
I just get such a big kick out of this because every time I open up my
Yeah.
phone and this is what I see, and I can't even with this big headdress. It's just, it's over the top.
Listen,
It's way too much. It just brings my heart way too much joy. Like that's just so. I am
you
so
gotta have
happy that
fun.
Ainsley is now my screensaver. Like it's just every time I look at it, I just burst out laughing. Um,
You gotta have fun.
you
You
gotta
gotta
have
have
fun.
fun.
I can't even.
Exactly. Okay.
Um, yeah.
Our would
Bingo
you rather
card.
question. Oh,
Nope.
bingo
I
card.
want to talk about the
Sorry,
bingo
sorry.
card first.
I'm jumping ahead.
I am so close to getting my first bingo square like crossed off. And almost a second one too. So if you've also watched the vlog, I am trying to get a meal plan together, but I'm trying to like track your dad down so that he can like kind of like
Yeah.
look at it and see if he wants to have all of those meals or change them up. So hopefully that'll get done. But I am on day 3 of my 5 days of just water. And within water, I am
Ooh.
including tea with nothing in it, no milk, no sugar,
Fair
just
enough.
black tea. Um, so I'm on day 3 of that.
Yay. Yeah,
Yay!
I need to do that
And
too. I'm trying to get on that, but it's difficult. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
like water enough.
I'm not a fan of water, but listen, I had a weekend last weekend that had a birthday party, and then went to watch the hockey game, and then we had friends over, and they came for supper, and it was just the continual
Yeah.
beveraging for like infinite a number of hours. So my body was just like, by the time Monday came, I actually woke up and I thought that I had been hit by a car just from eating such crappy like appetizers and just bingy junky foods
Yeah.
that you always have at like a party. And I had had such like little sleep and no water and not a lot of really good choices of foods. My body was just like, okay, like enough's enough.
Ugh.
So I'm quite happy to be drinking
Nice little
water and
detox.
yeah, and hopefully I'll continue on. Maybe not, like maybe I might have something else, but I definitely am getting my water intake.
Yeah. I'm definitely
So
doing much better. I'm drinking at least a bottle a day. Just putting that out there, people. But I do sometimes have a Diet Coke. But
yeah,
it's diet. I've changed. I've switched my habits to a Diet Coke. Hey,
baby
slowly
steps,
but surely. Slowly but surely.
baby steps.
I also on the vlog updated about my bingo card. I do have one box crossed off as well, and I have another one that I'm about to try and tackle down. So,
Oh, all
yeah.
right. Well, proud of you,
Yeah.
babe. It's
Yeah.
coming. Like, and listen, we're just at the end of coming into the end of January.
January. Yeah.
So hopefully there's quite a few of mine that are summer ones. So I feel like I'm going to get several of them more clicked
Yeah.
off during the summer. But I'm going to tackle the ones that aren't like really like seasonal as much as I can
Yeah.
and see how many I can get. I've actually told a few of my friends about the bingo card and I
Yeah.
have sent them the template because they want the template. They think it's a great idea. So
I
it
love it.
is.
I love it.
Okay. All right. Would you
Or would
rather?
you rather question?
All right.
So,
Ainsley, what would you pick? Let me repeat it. Would you rather have a goose honk directly in your ear every time you yawn, or every time you laugh, a squirrel throws something at you?
this is a tricky one because obviously I laugh a lot more than I yawn.
Hmm.
But I think I'm gonna go with the laughing and having a squirrel throwing something at me because I just like imagine have a honka 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 in your ear when you like imagine waking up like I get up at like quarter to six in the morning when I have to work. Like imagine I'm waking up and I yawn at 6 a.m. and then this goose is in my ear. That's a hard no.
How many times have I seen on the vlog you like it's just like you have like a number count on the number of yawns that you make just getting to work.
Yeah.
Um, That's you know what, and I really thought you were gonna pick the yawn. I really did. I'm totally
Yeah.
shocked that you picked the squirrel. I don't yawn that much, but I laugh my ass off every day. So I'm just gonna be sitting there like a wee game, like just trying to
Yeah.
deke all
You
the
know what
stuff
I'm
that the
thinking
squirrel
of?
throws at me.
In open season when
I
the
was
little
just gonna
like
say that.
when they chuck the acorns down at them.
The little spider squirrel.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of that. So I can just imagine dodging these angry little
Yeah,
squirrels at me. But it's
I
just
got it.
I think it'd be way more fun than having a
Oh,
goose like in my ear.
Oh, 100%. Like, I laugh at the fact that I'm thinking about a squirrel, a Scottish squirrel,
Yeah.
throwing shit at me. Like, I think that
Yeah.
is beyond hilarious, and I
Oh,
would so be up for that. Like,
it would be so
yeah,
funny.
it'd be
It'd be
awesome.
so
Like,
funny. I love it.
man,
I
it's
love
so
it. Thank you to my girlfriend once again. She sent a she listen, people. We got a list of very interesting would you rather questions from her. So stay tuned. But yeah, tell us down below what you guys would rather do.
do you
Boom,
want that
boom.
do you want that honking goose or do you want that crazy squirrel?
Angry Scottish squirrel. I like how
You
we've just
see,
altered it to being the squirrels from open season.
right. Well, now I got to rewatch it because I mean, it's
Yeah.
totally worth another watch. I love
Oh
that
yeah.
movie, so now I'm gonna have to rewatch it. I got to
Yeah.
do it. And then I'm gonna laugh and I'll be
Yeah.
sad that there's no squirrel throwing something at me. So yeah. Ainsley, if someone would like to leave us a would you rather question, how do they do it?
You can leave it in the comments below, or if you'd like to send in like a video question or an audio question, you can DM us on Instagram at Second Saturday. Pew pew
I love
pew.
that. I love
Yeah.
that.
Okay. We're switching it up. We've added in some new fun little mini segments necessary. I was actually laughing about this when I was coming upstairs today to do the podcast. I was telling my girlfriend's family. I was like, "So, we've come up with these new mini segment ideas." I was like to kind of switch out the weather report. I was like, "So then I asked my mom what she wanted to talk about for our main topic and she said the weather." I was like, "Okay, sounds good." Like anyways, we got some fun new little segments to throw in here for you guys. So today we have a fun fact for you.
Okay.
Ooh, and I found this fun fact and I thought it was very fitting to our topic today. So,
Okay.
did you know that Scotland has 421 words for snow?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I looked up some of them. A lot of them were like snaw, snawfleck, all
Schna
those things. But I
Schnappleck.
found some of the really like weird ones. I don't know how to do a Scottish accent.
Schna.
This is even more on theme because we turned our
Oh.
squirrels Scottish. But
Schna. Schnappleck.
I got 6 words here that
Oh,
I
I'm
just
done,
thought
Ainsley. I'm done. Like, I'm
were
so there. Please tell me the rest of them because
okay.
I'm gonna walk around. This is gonna drive your dad nuts. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, there's so much
snowflake.
schna out there. He's gonna be like, what?
Okay, our
Snuffle.
first word is chitterin, which is shivering because it's so cold. So you're chittering.
Okay.
We got s'more, snow that
S'more.
smothers or buries things.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That's different because our s'more
I
is
don't
different.
know how
Okay.
to I don't know how to say any of these by the way. We
Oh,
got feeful, something like that.
feeful.
Snow swirling around.
Oh,
We have a blinter, which is a sudden snow shower.
a
Boom.
blinter.
We have a flindrikin, a
Oh,
light snow shower. And the last one I found was a skelf, a sharp icy blast of snow.
I like how they refer to them as snow showers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I was thinking like just as you were talking, like we have like snow. We also have flurries, right?
We
In
have
Canada, we use
squalls.
flurries,
I just learned what a
blizzard,
squall is.
a squall, a skiff of snow, which is
Yeah.
just a light dusting. Um, I'm really gonna try and use a couple of these into like
Yeah.
everyday conversations. That's gonna be my goal
Yeah.
for this week is
Yeah.
to
I
try
like
and
it.
use it
When
in
it's
everyday
when it's
conversations.
lightly snowing outside, you can be like, "Oh, it's a flindrikin."
What's a flunderkin, hey? People are gonna look at me like it'll be
Oh my
amazing if
goodness.
actually someone understands and knows what I'm talking about.
You know what? I should you know what I should have done before this? My girlfriend's grandpa is Scottish. I should have fact checked this. I'll come back next week and let you know if he has
Okay.
ever heard of any of these sayings.
I'm gonna write them down too because in curling when I go league curling, one of the gentlemen is originally from Scotland as well.
Oh,
So I am going to ask him, and he is a retired doctor. So I'm going to ask him. So he
yeah.
might these words might be
Yeah.
you know he might have heard of them. So I'll ask him as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I love it.
well, I love that.
I love it.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I know there's 450, but that's enough for me to keep
Yeah.
occupied for lots of
Sna.
time. Yeah. The ska.
Sna.
I'm gonna go out and see
Sna.
how the ska is. Yeah.
Sna. Sna.
Sleepful. Sleepful. Can't. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to Second Saturday.
Yes, make sure you're liking and subscribing and hitting the notification bell because we are here on Sundays with the podcast and Fridays with the vlog.
I love it. So, everybody, thank you so much for joining us this Sunday, and we will see you next Sunday.
Bye.